Shalom. This is your fellow servant Arya. I like to say all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Honors all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. And as you can see, we in the times of Israel, Salakia. So again, we in the times of Israel, and the article headline is Netanyahu to AIPAC, time for U.S. and Israel to close ranks on Iran. And this was written January 9th, 2023. Prime Minister says allied nations are more closely aligned than ever on the threat posed by Islamic Republic as the Mir lands in Washington for meeting with Biden officials, which the Islamic Republic, that's Iran. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Monday that it was time for Israel and the United States to align their positions regarding the threat emanating from Iran after years of disconnect on the issue. It's time to close ranks between Israel and the United States and others, Netanyahu said in a video address to a gathering of AIPAC members in Washington. The returning premier said the ongoing protests in Iran and the government's crackdown on demonstrators show that this is a terrible, repressive, terrorist regime. I look forward to discussing this issue with U.S. President Joe Biden and his team. I think there is more of a meeting of the minds today than there has ever been, Netanyahu added. The Biden administration has indeed said in recent months that it is no longer focused on reviving the Iran nuclear deal, given Tehran's radicalized positions on the matter, its cooperation with Russia in the latter's invasion of Ukraine and its crackdown on protesters at home. Israel vehemently opposed the 2015 deal known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, which traded sanctions relief for Kurds on Iran nuclear program. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan told reporters Monday that our priority right now is not the JCPOA, and noted the numerous sanctions that the Biden administration announced against Iran over the past year. However, he clarified that the United States still believes that ultimately diplomacy is the best way to prevent Iran from attaining a nuclear weapon, a line Jerusalem is less fond of, as it does not include its demand for a credible military threat. So, as you can see, as we reading along, you have the United States, they want to deal with diplomacy, want to talk it out, and then you have Iran, they ready to just go to war. So, as it was going on in earlier in the article, it was saying how Netanyahu believes that this is the time where basically all minds on the same plate, like on the same program. It's like it. Everybody's on the same, has the same mind frame. So the mind frame is what? To go to war. And this is exactly what's going to happen. All right, so pretty much, you may have a couple of people that's in the United States government that don't want to go, but as the article was stating, most of them do want to go. And you already know Israel, they definitely want to go because they don't even want to talk it out, as the article states. Continuing on. Sullivan said the United States is well aware of Netanyahu's opposition to the nuclear agreement, recalling the Prime Minister's 2015 speech to a joint session of Congress, which was organized behind the back of then President Barack Obama, and is thought to have severely damaged Israel's ties with the Democratic Party. Sullivan said he would be discussing these issues with Netanyahu and others in his government when he visits Israel. An official familiar with the matter said those meetings will take place next week. Ahead of Sullivan's visit, Intelligence Minister Ron Demir landed in Washington on Monday for meetings with the White House and State Department officials. Demir, who was one of Netanyahu's closest confidants and previously served as Israel ambassador to the United States, has reportedly been tapped as the government's point man on the matter pertaining to the Biden administration. The Walla News site reported that he is expected to discuss Iran's nuclear pursuit, Israel policies regarding the Palestinians, and efforts to expand Israel's integration in the Middle East. Netanyahu in his Monday address told the AIPAC members that he was working to expand the circle of peace and explained that he is optimistic because Arab leaders have changed their views regarding Israel and now see us as partners, not enemies, according to a statement from his office. Well, you know that's a damn lie. Anytime Esau talking about he trying to bring some peace, the only type of peace Esau is trying to bring is war, man. That's all that man knows. So, I mean, that's pretty much all I want to get in this article. Basically just talking about how the United States and Israel are basically trying to close up, like it stated, close up the ranks. No longer want to have this disconnect on the issue of what they need to do with Iran and their nuclear capabilities. Okay, and this goes into the scriptures, all right? Because they're gonna close ranks, and hey, even if they don't close ranks, Israel, the Israelis, they're gonna bring America into the war. And that's Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he hath taken against Babylon, aka America, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the land of the Chaldeans, which is America. And what is the purpose that he has proposed? The destruction of this place. All right. For what? For the rape, rob, and murder of his people. All right. Which his people are who? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We are the biblical Israelites. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Who is the least of the flock? Those small hatters, those people that's in the land claiming to be a people that they're not. Okay? Or what you know is Jewish or Israelis. Those are the least of the flock that's going to draw them out. That's going to draw America into the war. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. See that? Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So the land of Israel and this land that you know as America, which is Babylon, the great old daughter of Babylon, it's going to be totally desolate, man. It's going to get hit with ICBM nuclear missiles, man. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved. So at the noise of the taking of America, the earth is going to be moved, man. And the cry is heard among the nations. And this will be televised among the nations. So real quick, because all these things are going to happen swiftly. Because this is why in Job 20, we're going to go all the way down to 22. This is why they're not going to be able to set their fourth industrial revolution, or what some people call the New World Order, or, you know, their global reset. It's not going to be set, because the war, they're going to get taken into the war. And ultimately, they're going to be destroyed in the war before they could set their plans in play. Fully set their plans in play. And this is Job chapter 20, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Yeah, and what's the straits? That war. All right, the third woe, World War III. Right along with all out hell breaking loose in his empire, in his society, with all the uproars of the people, and with all the people going through famines, not having enough food. You're gonna have sedition among men, people running in and out of people's homes and killing each other, rape, robbing, and murdering. Hey, it's just gonna be it's gonna be straight up chaotic, man. And once again, right along with the third woe coming into place. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he was about to fill his belly, so when he was about to set his new world order in place, when he think he got it all figured out and got it all planned out and it's gonna go smooth as butter, guess what? God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. And what's that fury? The ICBM nuclear missile, man. The glittering spear. And shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon. What is the iron weapon? The ICBM nuclear missile. And the bolt of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out the body. Yeah, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. And what is that? What is that coming? Salaki, what is that coming out the body? Coming out his gall? That's what you call silos. The missile's gonna come out the silo and be shot over here on this place, man. The glittering sword, which is the ICBM nuclear missile, man. So that's what's coming, man. All right. So I just want to bring that article out to show that everything is still going according to the scriptures. Everything is going according to prophecy. So with that, I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Honor to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. Shalom.